Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Fola. If this is your first time stopping by, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by again. Today, I'm going to be sharing some personal financial advice for new immigrants to Canada, for people that have just newly immigrated to Canada, or even if you're here already, you can still pick some of the tips that have worked for me. I need to put a disclaimer and say that I'm not a financial advisor. I don't hold any official financial advisor capacity or any of that. But these are the things that have worked for me, and I have just decided to come on here onto my channel and just share it with people. And you might find it useful and you might not. Just do with it whatever you want to do with it. If you like it, that's good. If it doesn't apply to you, that's also okay. In as much as I'm sharing these things that have worked for me, I would also appreciate that you just take this as a first information and then do more research on it, because that is how I live my life. I listen to people talk about things, I read about things, and then I do extra research on it. Don't take my word as it's something very final. Do your own research, and sometimes experience is the best teacher. You can also try to experience it and see if it works for you. If you're interested in this information that I have, stay tuned and we're gonna get right into the video.
When I walk into the kitchen, you saw the look on my face, you saw the look on my heart.
So the first thing I'm gonna mention is that choose your bank wisely. There are lots of banks in Canada. The top 5 banks, that's RBC, TD, CIBC, Scotiabank, and BMO. And there are also smaller banks like EQ, Tangerine, and some other smaller banks like that. I'm going to use myself as an example a lot in this video because, like I said, it is my own personal financial advice and it is what has worked for me. As a new immigrant in this country, the first bank that I opened was RBC, and it was a student bank. There was no monthly fee, there was nothing attached to it, which is a very good bank. But then I realized that their savings account was basically giving me a 0.005% interest, which was nothing. I came into Canada all cash in. So imagine me putting like $10,000 in a savings account, and at the end of the month I'm only getting like $1 in interest. That didn't make sense to me. But at that point, I was not so focused on making interest on my money. So I waited until my second year before opening a Scotiabank account. And Scotiabank has something called the Momentum Savings Account. At that point, it was giving 1.8% interest. And looking back, I just felt like, so why did I not open a Scotiabank account first? Why did I jump to go to RBC in the first instance? So I don't want you guys to make that mistake. I would say do your research, take a look into the top 5 banks, see the ones that would give you the best interest rate, the ones that's closer to you, the ones that you feel comfortably with. Instead of you just speaking to your friend and your friend just saying, RBC is good, I have an RBC account, go open RBC. Sit down, go to Google, go to their websites. They will tell you what they are offering new customers. Sometimes some banks even offer new customers iPad and all of that. Yeah, so take advantage of the opportunity that some banks are offering and go for them. Personally, if I was to do it all over again, I would say open a bank account with one of the big 5s and open a bank account with one of the lower banks like Tangerine Bank. Currently, Tangerine is giving 2.1% interest on your savings account. That is good. I've never seen any top 5 bank give that much of an interest. And that 2.1% is for 5 months. Then we have EQ that is giving 1.25% interest for life, I think, but it's subject to change. So like I said before, open one of the big 5 and open one of the smaller banks. You can put your everyday cash in your big 5, in the big 5 bank, and the money you want to save, you can put it in the smaller banks and get better interest on it. So that's my first point. Do your research before choosing a bank. The second point I'm going to say is get a credit card. There is a lot of information regarding a credit card in Canada. Before I came to Canada, the forum I was saying, don't get a credit card, you go into debt and all of that. And I'm just like, why? Why would I go into debt? I never went into debt all of my life. Why is it when I get a credit card, I'm going to go into debt? So to save you from all of the stories and all of the things that I read, I started to do my own research and actually see what it is about credit cards. And I can categorically tell you that you surviving in Canada exists on credit. You want to get an apartment, you need to have a good credit. You want to get a car, you need to have a good credit. So I would say get a credit card. I applied for a credit card the same week that I landed in Canada, and by my second week I already had a credit card. I'm not a financial advisor, but from my own knowledge, I believe there are two types of credit card. There's the secure one, the one that is not secured. When I got my own credit card, it was a limit of $1,000 and it was unsecured, which meant that I didn't have to drop any money. RBC gave that to me, even as a student with zero credit. And that is how I have been able to build my credit to what it is right now. I use my credit card in my day-to-day activity. I rarely use my debit card. I am always using my credit card. So trying to get a credit card, speak to your bank. Some banks will say, no, you're new immigrants, we're not going to give you an unsecured credit card. But I'll say explore other banks. I know one of my friends that we came to Canada together got a credit card with BMO, but BMO said that he had to drop the $1,000 as a payment before they could give him a credit card, which technically meant that he was giving them $1,000 and they were giving him a $1,000 credit card. So if he spent $300 from his credit card, his money that he dropped is also reducing to $700. They were going to do that for a period of 1 year before they finally gave him an unsecured credit card because he doesn't have credit history. At that point, I was like, why would they do that? But if that's the only option that these banks are giving to you, take it. As long as you can build your credit, you have a lot of opportunities to things in this country. If you want to buy a house, you have to have a good credit. It don't matter if you have $500,000 in your bank account. If you don't have a good credit, someone with $20,000 in the account will get a better interest rate than you with $500,000 and bad credit. So get a credit card. I'm gonna make another video about credit card and how to use it, utilization, how to make sure that you're not owing money. Because personally too, I made a lot of mistakes on my credit card, but one mistake I did not make was not paying my credit card balance. And I feel like that is people's fear. When people tell you not to get a credit card, it's because a lot of people make mistakes and they feel like, oh, I have a free $1,000, let me splurge it, and there's no way to pay it back. Always spend only what you can pay back on your credit card. At least make your minimum payments. Credit card interest rates are crazy. That's 19% to 29%. I don't even wish that on my enemy. But only always spend what you can afford to pay back. I'm going to make another video specifically for credit cards, the type of credit cards that I have and what I've enjoyed about them, how I've been able to not miss a payment in all of my 4 years in Canada for my credit cards and all of that. Just like my first point, you need to choose the institution that is issuing your credit card wisely because there are multiple types of credit cards. So that's my second point. Another point that I have here is, even this point still whoops me in my ass. Don't fall for high-rise buildings. I know this is the world of influencers, right? We see the influencers living in condos, high-rise buildings, downtown, all of that, and that's our goal. Boy, don't look at other people's lives to live your life. Especially if you're in a smaller city like I am and you don't live in Toronto or you don't live in a bigger city, you don't have to live downtown. Everywhere in Halifax is just a 20 minutes drive, a maximum of 20-25 minutes drive away, or you take a bus and you get there already. So I would say that don't fall for you wanting to live downtown or in the middle of where everything is popping. If you don't have the money, you're gonna get screwed. There is no point of you coming to Canada with $5,000 and you're renting an apartment of $1,200 per month. It don't work like that. Just live according to your means. You don't have to live like the people that you see on the internet. Just live according to your means. That's just that. Another thing that I would like to mention is do not fall for free stuff. A lot of people fall for free stuff. You see that company telling you that, oh, you can get the latest iPhone 12 Pro for just $30 more. And in your head, you're like, man, $30 more. I'm already paying $50. It's just $80. Bruh. You're gonna be shocked because you realize that along the line, $30 more for 2 years is a little bit more because your thought at that point is, oh, 30 times 24 means I'm literally paying maybe only $900 for the phone and Apple is selling it $1,200. Don't fall for stuff like that. They will even do things like, oh, you've been a loyal customer and we're gonna be giving you a free Samsung tablet. And then you get the Samsung tablet. Yes, you don't pay for it, but one thing you don't realize is, because a lot of people don't read the fine print, is that you are in a contract for maybe 2-3 years. Now you want to move on to another provider because you've gotten a better opportunity, and then you're stuck with a $300 bill for the Samsung tablet that you've gotten for free. Then you go to them, I'm like, I got this tablet for free, why am I being charged for it? And they tell you that you were in a contract, but you didn't read the fine print. So guys, don't fall for free stuff. If it seems like it's too good to be true, it is probably too good to be true. You need to read the fine print. Don't just fall for free stuff. There is nothing free in this world, especially in Canada. Nothing is free, okay? Don't fall for it. Another thing that I'm gonna say is that buy bus passes instead of tickets. And this is assuming that you don't have a car. As a new immigrant, you're gonna be going out a lot. You go to set up your bank account, you wanna go for verification, you wanna get your social insurance number, you wanna explore the city. It's not wise to buy a ticket or pay every day when you can literally get a bus pass that will carry you for the whole month. I'm in Nova Scotia, so I'm gonna pull out the ticket pricing in Nova Scotia so you can see what's like. So it says here that if you're paying cash, it's $2.75 every time you enter the bus. So something about here is you pay $2.75 and you get a transfer ticket that carries you for another 3 hours. So you can enter the bus again for free in the next 3 hours. But imagine you're going out and you're gonna spend 4 hours or 5 hours. That means you pay $2.75 now, and when you're coming back again, you pay another $2.75. That adds up so fast. We have an option here where you can get 10 tickets for $24.75. So 10 tickets make sense if you're just gonna be going to and fro 5 times in a month for $24.75. But like I said, as a new immigrant, you want to explore the city, you want to know what's up. What I'll advise you to get is a monthly pass. And a monthly pass in Nova Scotia is $82.50. This monthly pass allows you to use the bus any time of the day for the whole month. So if you enter the bus 10,000 times in a day, you just have to show your monthly ticket. I'm not sure I have one here. I'll show you what it looks like, but I'll always advise you to get a monthly bus pass instead of a ticket or cash payment. For me, I've had a situation where when I was a student, school bus pass only covers you from September till April. Then May, June, July, August, you have to take care of yourself. In the month of May, I thought I was not going to go out much. I got that 10 ticket thing that I would only spend $24. I realized that I was going out a whole lot, but then at the end of the month, I realized that I actually bought about 4 rows of tickets, and if I had only gotten that bus pass, I would have probably saved like $20 that month. Another one that I'm gonna say here is, I think you should cook more. I don't know you, I'm not judging you, but ordering McDonald's can seem very inexpensive because if you order a meal, it's probably $12 for a meal with fries, burgers, and juice and all of that. But it accumulates really fast. Imagine ordering a meal 3 times a week. That's $30. A month, you're ending up spending $120 on ordering McDonald's in a month. Cook more. If you can't cook, this is the best time for you to learn how to cook. Nobody was born with the skills to know how to cook. Go on YouTube. If you're Nigerian and you like to eat Nigerian meals, Sisi has a great YouTube channel where she teaches you how to cook. She's really good. Even me, that I feel like I'm a good cook, I still consult YouTube a lot to cook new things. If you enjoy Nigerian meals and you don't know how to cook, your money is gonna finish fast, because if you're ordering in jollof rice, $20, that's gonna last you for 1 day. How many days do you want to eat $20 jollof rice for? It accumulates, it just sums up so fast. Learn how to cook the basic things. Yes, I eat out quite a number of times too, but day to day, I cook my meal and it has saved me a lot of money. Learn to cook. If you enjoy eating jollof rice, go on YouTube. Step by step, it's going to tell you how to make jollof rice. Another thing that you need to realize is Canada is not a get-rich-quick scheme. A lot of people come here with the opinion that they're going to get rich very fast. Like, oh my God, I have to make $5,000 in my first month. You're going to overwork yourself and kill yourself. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You need to take your time, get to know your environment first, especially if you are a student. If you watched how I made my $20,000 as a student, you would see that my first point was that your first job in Canada is to go to school. Do not take making money over going to school. So calm down. You're gonna end up making thousands of dollars, 6 figures in the long run. But just calm down. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Don't be in a hurry to make money and then do drastic and desperate things. Another thing that I practice is I shop sales a whole lot. I know sometimes I've seen people shamed for shopping sales, but bruh, I cannot be bothered. I buy a lot of things on sales. Shop sales a lot. Yeah, see? That outfit that you love, it's gonna go on sale at a point and you're gonna buy it. Let me tell you, like, some things that I really wanted to buy from Zara about 2 months ago. There was a particular dress that I wanted for like 70 bucks and I knew they were gonna do a summer sale at a point, and I waited. Yes, there's a probability that I would not get that dress and it will be sold out, but am I going to die? No. Guess what? They did their sales and that dress dropped from 70 to 40 in just this period of 2 months. Guess who bought it? Me. So shop sales more. There is no award for shopping full price. You're not the biggest boy or biggest girl because you bought a full priced outfit. No. Shop sales a lot. In fact, for winter when it's summer, because it's even cheaper at that point. You get me? Shop sales a lot and save money. There are better things to use your money for as a new immigrant here in Canada. I don't know a lot of people who do this, but one thing that was ingrained in me coming here is do not take a payday loan. If you don't know what a payday loan is, it's probably if you're in financial trouble and then you have to borrow $1,000 from a payday company and they tell you, yeah, we're going to give you $1,000, but you're going to pay back 40%. So you end up paying $1,400. No, don't do that stuff. Don't take a payday loan. If you live within your means as a new immigrant, there's no reason for you to take a payday loan. Because look at it. If you come in as a permanent resident, you already come with your proof of fund. Don't be in a hurry to deplete your proof of fund. If you come in as a student, there is no reason for you to be going out of your way to take a payday loan. Just cool down, go to school, get a part-time job, and then you'll be able to live your life. Don't take a payday loan. Don't max out your credit card. Don't use your credit card without intentions of paying it back. And then my final point here is do not be pressed to send money home so fast. That is one thing that I know that kills a lot of people. And I know that I'm probably speaking from a place of privilege because everybody has the ability to not do that. Some people, their family back home literally depends on them. But sometimes we also need to acknowledge and know that, yeah, in as much as you are sending money home so much, you are literally losing the beat of your own life here. Working 80 hours per week, 100 hours per week to send money back home is not a healthy habit. Yes, somebody's enjoying back home, you're making life better back home, but also you should look out for yourself. Do not be pressed to send money back home to the extent that you're living poor here. Sometimes it's not even family commitment, it's just people wanting to take from you. Sometimes some people want to show off. I don't think I know anybody like that, but I've literally heard of people wanting to send money to their friends just to show their friends that they are rich in Canada. It's not gonna do anything for you, man. They are gonna chop your money and you'll be here in the cold doing jobs, working hard, doing hours upon hours. Meanwhile, the people you're sending money back home to are eating tantalizers. It's good to establish and let them know that this is how much I can send to you this month. I have not made that much money. I don't have that much of a good job to send you so much money. Take it bit by bit. You will get to that stage where you can send 1,000 back home at a point. But right now, as a new immigrant, as a student, as somebody that is still new into Canada, I would say that analyze your situation first before killing yourself to send money back home. It don't make sense as a student that you're making $700 on your part-time job and you're paying your rent and you're still sending $200 back home. Then you're here begging your friends for food. That's not the life you really want to live. Also, some people don't know back home that You have to work hard to make money here. You need to let them know that, see, I don't pluck money from trees in Canada too. I work so much, and at the end of the day, it's only $20 I can afford to give to you. I would appreciate if you can take it and then keep praying for me for things to get better. Those are the tips that have worked for me. It is very important to be financially literate in 2021, because I have seen people go into debt for stupid things like buying a car they can afford and them losing their jobs and the company having to repossess the car, or buying a phone you can't afford, or subscribing to a TV channel that you cannot afford. There's Netflix. You don't need cable. There's Netflix. If you have children, there's Netflix Kids. There's YouTube Kids. You don't need cable, except it is a bundle that the deal is out of the world. That's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you really enjoyed it, like this video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down below, and I'm gonna see you in my next video. Thank you guys. Bye bye.